The Third City Podcast is a production of Third City Coalition. In our show, we examine in urban development in Stockton and other cities like Stockton across the country, exploring their local and regional impacts. Individual efforts play a role in Third City development, and it starts with you.
KXVS LP Stockton.
This program does not reflect the views of KXVS management or KXVS, the voice of Stockton.
Welcome to Stockton, SJC, right here on KXVS, the voice of Stockton, broadcasting all the way live on Facebook and YouTube and the TuneIn app and Simple Radio, soon to be on FM dial right here in your hometown of lovely Stockton, California. Stockton SJC, that's San Joaquin County. Of course, we have here the lovely and talented Jasmine Leek. Welcome to the studio, Jasmine.
Hey, everyone.
All right. So we got some good things to talk about. Jasmine Leek, people have seen you all over town, but maybe they don't know, but they know now. You work for RTD as well.
Yeah. In my day job, I work for San Joaquin Regional Transit District.
Mm-hmm.
I work in customer engagement, which is probably the perfect department for me to be working in. So, I've been there for about 6 months, working on a lot of different projects, including one that I'm really excited to talk with you about today, the Books on Buses program, and a lot of other different little project things that they have me assigned to.
Now, Books on Buses, we heard, for Thanksgiving they had the Stuff the Bus.
Yeah.
RTD has been doing a lot this year. We heard a lot about the electric buses.
Yep.
Really exciting to be taking the lead in that in our nation, on the earth. Really.
Yeah. No, critical things happening.
Yeah. So now Books on Buses is yet another action and supporting work by RTD to help support literacy and also so that people could some young people maybe can get something nice this holiday. And also, man, what's bad about books?
There's nothing bad about books.
Right.
And actually, the program began about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And they were able to raise funds and collect, I want to say it's been 20,000 books.
Wow.
And they've distributed those over the last 2 years. And so now that the supply is kind of running low, we are looking at doing more to get community members to donate either gently used books or purchase books for the program. So it's pretty exciting.
Now I know that we shared the post. There's there's a way that you can make a purchase at the store.
Yeah.
But you're also taking books that maybe people have in their collection, as long as they're still decent.
Yeah. There's a couple different ways that we're hoping people will participate. First and foremost, if you've received some of these books in the past on the buses, because basically there are 15 buses that have these crates that are Books on Buses. And so if you've received the books on one of our buses, you can bring those in. As long as they're still in like new or gently used condition, we definitely want to recycle those back and give them to another young person who might be interested in reading it. People can purchase or bring in books from home. And so far, the program has really been limited to promoting early literacy and looking at how we can target less than third grade reading level. But in the next year or so, I think we're going to look at how we can expand the program a little bit more by some collaborative partnerships and reaching out to communities.
So right now, though, even going in the commute right now, there's 15 buses out here that have a bin to collect books. And so if you see them, you could now Can you tell from the outside of the bus?
No, there isn't really any
You need like
indicator.
a bus flag, a little sticker.
That's a good point. Actually, that might be something to put on the list. But yeah, so they're on all of the Metro Express buses.
Okay,
so
perfect.
all of the 5 Metro Express buses that you see on Route 40, 43, and 44 should have the crates on them. I actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not sure if our new Route 44, the all-electric bus, the one that you were talking about earlier,
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that has the crate installed yet, but I know the older models definitely do have them. And then they're on select regular city routes, city buses as well. But our goal is to expand it to more of the buses that we have.
Well, literacy, I mean, this is a thing that's it's no-brainer, no pun intended. But when you increase access to literature, you increase literacy. When you increase literacy, you elevate quality of life. You reduce crime. You raise the average income in the community. There's so many benefits to just reading.
Yeah, and I think for me, I mean, I'm all about civic engagement and civic empowerment, and I think that's one of the things for me about reading that is so important is people feel connected to a community, and they feel like, when they read and they learn, they're more empowered to take action in their communities and really apply what they're learning. So that's one of the reasons why I've been really kind of advocating, and I know I have a group of people at RTD that also agree that we want to expand beyond young literature into adult novels and fiction and nonfiction as well. So
right,
that's the goal.
Well, that'd be good. We could use more access to books, and there's I was reading these statistics about reading, and it's like there's a lot of people who after high school they never read again.
Yeah, I just saw that the other day.
Isn't that weird?
I just saw that
as
at
much
a
as you
bookstore.
read and I read,
I love
it's
reading.
hard to believe that people don't read anymore after they're
I know.
no longer forced to read.
I honestly can't even imagine. Everyone who knows me knows I'm kind of a messy person. I'm probably not supposed to say that when I'm representing work, but I'm kind of a messy person and I love books. And so everywhere around me, usually I have books all over my house, all over my car, all over my desk.
Yes.
Because I love to read and I like to read a lot of different things too. So we're excited about what's possible with this program. And one of our partners on this is the public library.
Yay.
And so, I definitely encourage people to use the library. I heard a really good quote today about libraries. Actually, I was on a web conference during lunch that was all about libraries and the power of libraries to increase civic engagement and things like that. It was actually a really interesting webinar. But basically, it's just the quote is, I'll give it to you, is the library is a place where you don't have to buy anything, bring anything, or believe anything to come in. Wow. I just love that so much. So it's it's just an amazing place. Yeah, all are welcome and
inclusive.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. No, I used to love the library. Now, Jasmine, I'm giving it away. I think I'm a little older than you. When I was younger, though,
I don't believe you.
The library was such.
Show me your ID.
It was such a fun place. It was, and I don't know. I think I'm kind of cool, but I'm like a cool nerd, super nerd.
All nerds are cool, though.
That's what thankfully, I guess we turned it around. All right, good shout out to all the
good job,
cool
everyone.
nerds out there. Yes, we turned it around for us. Revenge of the Nerds. Yes, but. Man, I used to just be stuck at the library. I loved the library. And back in those days, let me tell you folks, there was no other way to get the information. You might have to travel to another city to get the information. I have gone to San Francisco's public library because I couldn't find the books in Hayward's and in Oakland's and in Berkeley's. I had to go across the water.
Yeah.
And to have that kind of access now at your fingertips. A lot of people now are doing most of their reading on a tablet or on a phone.
Yeah.
But it's still reading.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still good for you. But, man, I'm just telling you, man, reading, it is a quality of life thing. I was also reading about how people who read more have less instances of dementia, Alzheimer's, all sorts of the mental illnesses that overtake us in later years. They're mitigated by reading.
Yeah. I'm sure that I know that there's a ton of research to back that up, just like the synapses in your brain that are being stimulated when you're reading, and how that, definitely impacts and keeps your mind nimble. But so, like I said, the program has really started as, something for children, and we're definitely going to continue at that because we know that unfortunately, the statistics for the county still show that, reading literacy is still just not where we need to be. Yeah. I don't want to misquote it, but I think at one point I read that high school graduates, only 30% of them could read at a high school level. Yeah. And I'm probably muddling that statistic. So if someone wants to correct me, please do. But it is shockingly low. It is. So.
And when we're talking about reading not at grade level. Right. And so if you're not reading at grade level, and we're talking about 12th grade, then think about all the different things that are going to be more difficult for that person. From finding work to keeping up current on information to and as they're in their job now, it prohibits them from developing, from making progress, from getting promotions and things like that. And we see that one of the greatest impacts on a human being's life is early childhood literacy. And so, at the same time, we're having a lot of cutbacks, and we're now experiencing a little bit more. There's a little more funding now with the measure. I think it's Measure M.
Yeah, Measure M.
Now we can put a little bit more into the libraries, and so that's great. But really, we've never have done enough because there's always more to do. And if we can improve the outlook of our young people, then we improve the outlook of our whole community. Yeah. Yeah. So kids reading is good for everyone.
It really is. Yeah, it really is. I think, for us at RTD, it's part of our mission to really promote the places where people can go, and not just physically where they can go, but where they can go in life. And so this program really aligns with that, and is something that we're, proud to support, and are looking to the community to help us as well. So, so we'll be having an event on December 2nd, this Saturday. Yes. And there's a few different ways that people can participate. So I'll, if it's okay, I'll just kind of share a little bit about the different ways. First and foremost, people can come out to support all day from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. You're welcome to. If you purchase a book, we have a book fair code, and I'll be sure to send that to you. You don't have to necessarily purchase a book for the book fair or book drive. If you're just making a purchase at Barnes & Nobles in general, you can use that book fair code, and we receive a portion of that will go towards this program. And we're partnering with Library and Literacy Foundation for San Joaquin County. And they've been awesome partners. We're excited to be working with them and collaborating with them on this.
But the funds, again, it's the Library and Literacy Foundation.
Yeah, Library and Literacy Foundation for San Joaquin County. So they will receive the funds that we earn from the book fair, and be purchasing hopefully books for our program. That's the plan. And but yeah, and then also people can purchase books from Barnes and Nobles and give those to the book drive. The book drive will be happening all day from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. But RTD is hosting, in collaboration with the Library and Literacy Foundation, a really fun, family-friendly event from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Okay. And there will be all kinds of activities, story times, a scavenger hunt. The gold bus will be out in front of the Barnes & Noble store, and people can kind of get a sense of what the setup looks like for the book crates and things like that. So I'm really hopeful that people will come out and support. It's going to be a fun event for people of all ages, I think.
Now, RDD is going to be out there too.
RDD will be making a special appearance at 11 a.m. He'll be at Barnes & Noble's until noon. And we're going to be taking holiday photos that we'll print on demand and people can take them as a keepsake of their kids, or I mean, even adults love RDD, so they can come take a photo with RDD as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then after that, RTD has been also working on a project called the Shopper Shuttle. I don't know if you've heard of this.
No, tell me about the Shopper
I don't know
Shuttle.
if Emily, because I know Emily was here a couple weeks ago, and she was talking about Stuff the Bus, but another project that she's been working on is this Shopper Shuttle, which is a special shuttle that carries shoppers from between all the different malls. So there's
Really?
one. Yeah, I know, right? It's so smart.
Duh.
It's amazing. And so, like, you can park at one mall, and then you can leave and go to the other mall with this Shopper Shuttle. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, you can park in a good spot that everyone can see.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just think about how much of the, like, holiday traffic on Pacific Avenue is people just going from one mall to the next.
Yeah.
So there's 3 locations to
And they're
pick up
doing
the
work
shuttle.
on that road, so it's really
Yeah.
bad on Pacific right now.
It's intense.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of traffic, or like, I don't even really like driving. People know me.
Yeah.
No, I don't like driving. But yeah, so you can get from like Sherwood Mall to
Teleport.
Weberstown Mall to Stone Creek Village.
Right.
And it just does a loop all after Black Friday. It was every day. I think it's 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. that it runs. And so, yeah, it's kind of cool. So they'll be out there. RDD will be out there, and they'll have a representative at each of the stops playing games and things like that. So even if you don't make it to the 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., you can also participate and win some RTD promotional items and things like that at the Shopper Shuttle stops.
Nice. Now, you said Sherwood Mall, Weberstown Mall, and where?
Stone Creek Village.
Stone Creek Village.
Yeah, that's where the Shopper Shuttle runs.
Okay.
But our event
Stone
for
Creek Village, that's not Lincoln Center. Where's Stone Creek Village?
Stone Creek is oh goodness, it is the one directly north of Delta College.
Yes. Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
It's got I
With
think it's-
BJ's and-
yes, exactly.
Oh, so this is going to be a quick shuttle. It's like boom,
Yeah,
boom.
it moves very quickly. I think it runs every 10 or
Nice.
20 minutes.
Nice.
I think it's every 20 minutes or so.
Cool.
Yeah, and you can take your packages on there and just, move
Yeah.
around from place to place.
Yep.
Yeah.
It seems like a nice, convenient, and safe way to.
And it's free.
And it's free.
And it's totally free.
Oh my goodness.
Pretty
Yes.
cool.
Yes, you could park in your favorite parking lot, whichever one it might be, and hit all the stores.
Yeah, or you could take the bus to the mall
Uh-huh.
on Route 40, my favorite route.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I'm supposed to have a favorite one, but
I
it's the
think everyone likes
Pacific
the 40,
Avenue
yeah.
route. It's the easy one that
Yes, it
everyone
is.
knows. But yeah,
The most regular service.
yeah,
Yeah, I love it.
every 10 minutes I think it runs.
Yeah.
So definitely come out that day and support, and then if you can't make it to Barnes and Noble's that day,
Uh-huh.
the other way that people can participate is online.
Okay.
So the day of the event, December 2nd, all the way through the 6th of December, people can use the Book Fair ID and shop online.
Okay. Now, so I got
is
that.
kinda cool.
I got the Book Fair ID. Can I give it to him?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So when you're shopping at Barnes and Noble for the Books on Buses fundraiser, you use Book Fair ID 12274591.
Yeah.
12274591. Write it down right on the back of your hand, because that's the one you got to use in order for the Library and Literacy Foundation for San Joaquin County to get the donation.
Yeah.
All right.
And the other thing I wanted to say is educators. There's another special promotion that Barnes & Nobles is doing for educators. They have a educator appreciation special that they run, and through the 2nd, or on the 2nd, they get an extra 5% off. So if you're a pre-K through 12th grade educator in Stockton Unified or Lincoln Unified, you can sign up to be recognized as an educator through Barnes & Nobles. You get an extra discount that day. And Rebecca at Barnes & Nobles, who has been amazing to work with, shared that they're going to be doing a special breakfast for them at 9 a.m.
Oh, nice.
So if all the
this for the
teachers,
educators.
educators and teachers, and I believe administrators as well, as long as they work for the school district,
Okay.
they'll be able to come in and take advantage of that. I think that's like really special and super, super awesome. All those purchases that educators make will go towards our fundraiser as well.
Well, I mean, I was seeing the disparity in what a teacher makes here and a teacher makes in Scandinavia, and then the results that they have there versus the results we have here. We know that we do not pay our teachers enough. And their work is arguably the most important work in the entire nation. Getting every citizen ready, every resident ready for adulthood.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Anytime we can give a boost to the educators, no direct shot at the tax plan proposal, but we got to make sure we have to support our educators more and more. The more the better.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's absolutely critical that we honor them because they are doing one of the more difficult jobs of society. So
yes.
Yeah, I think it's awesome that they're doing something extra special for them. And yeah, if you want to come out for that, I'll actually be in the store early. The event, like I said, starts at 10 a.m., but that's when the activities will kick off. But I'll be there early to pay my respects to our teachers.
Yes. Now you said that. The online participation goes on till December 6th.
Yeah.
And I wanted to give the shopper shuttle. What day? Or is that every day until
every day
Christmas, or
it'll actually run beyond that too, is my understanding, through January.
Okay.
I don't know if it'll run through the end of January. I don't know that there's a particular projected end date, but I know through like after the New Year holiday as well.
Well, because people are bringing.
Yeah,
stuff
people are going to
back.
be. Yeah, people are going to be shopping and stuff. It's a fun. Yeah, it's a fun project. I'm really excited that they're doing that because having a circulator like that is, especially during peak times, really makes a huge difference.
Oh yeah.
Not just for. I think of like someone said, why would I want to do that? I heard that early on when we first announced the project. Why would I want to take a shuttle across the street? And it's like, well, some people are able to do that. Families, like elderly, it's not always easy. It's something that I think a lot of people take for granted, the ability to walk. It's a long block between malls.
It is, and you can only cross in certain areas.
Yeah, so
yeah, it could be daunting, but you could turn that into a relaxing little
take a ride,
a little spin,
a free ride too at that.
Now let me ask you this: is this a different bus? Is it like decked out? Is it somehow they're going to be able to tell the difference?
On the day of
deck the halls,
it doesn't look very different. Other than like obviously when you go to you don't normally see our buses in the parking lots.
That's true.
So you'll see it in the parking lot at the designated stops. I know one is out kind of where JCPenney and Sears is. That's the one at Weberstown. I think the one in front of I'm going to totally blank this. My bad. I think the one in front of Sherwood Mall is actually in front of Dick's Sporting Goods or Macy's. It's either one of those two.
Right.
And the one in front of Stone Creek is right in front of, what's that place? Hometown Buffet. Okay. That's what it's called.
What is that place?
What is that place?
Okay, yeah, I'm pulling it up on the website.
Yeah, if you go to our website, SanJoaquinRTD.com or SJRTD.com/shop, you'll be able to see the full route and all the information. Yep, exactly.
There it is.
I see you looking at it right now.
Yeah.
So was I right? Is it in front of Sherwood Mall? Is it Dick's Sporting Goods?
Yes, you got it right on the nose.
I was
Hometown
going off
Buffet,
my memory.
JCPenney's and Sears. Jasmine.
Yeah.
You got all the details correct. You win the prize.
Woohoo!
All right. Yeah.
So there's some. It's conveniently located and picks up in spots that make a lot of sense. So yeah, I know people. I've spoken with a couple people who've been able to take it so far, and they were like, "Yeah, this is wonderful. I don't have to worry about getting in my car and dealing with parking drama." And it was, it's a cool project.
No, I think it's a great idea. I think it's an excellent idea. And what else it does too is I think that in that moment shopping, people kind of are out of their normal mindset.
Totally.
And I think it kind of like might even help kind of chill them out. They see other people. People are having a conversation.
Yeah.
A little bit of a downtime. Lugging stuff to a car. There's this disappointment thing that happens. Like you're like, oh, and I'm not even going home.
Yeah.
Right. So now you can just kind of handle your stuff and make your way back.
Yeah.
And leave the stress on the bus.
Exactly. I don't know if anyone's ever taking the shuttle at the airport. Like,
oh yeah,
sometimes I travel through San Francisco airport, and I usually do park and fly because it's just a lot to deal with, all this like parking and getting. So I just take the shuttle. It takes you right to where you need to go.
Yep.
And it's kind of like that moment. If you can all put yourself in that frame of mind when you're on the shopper shuttle,
that's it.
Like you're going on another journey into the mall to spend a bunch of money.
Yes.
But actually, I was going to say on the day of the event, the shopper shuttle event as well, there's going to be music and caroling on the shopper shuttle.
Really?
Yeah. So Shane,
it's going to be an event.
It is an event. It's an event at Emily and I, we both kind of
hot cocoa.
Emily had planned the shopper shuttle event a little bit before we started planning the Books on Buses event. Nice. And we were like, yeah, let's just do it all together. Same day.
Do it. I like it.
We'll be at the mall.
Now, is this the first year for the shopper shuttle?
Yeah, it is. And
is this the third year or second year for Books on Buses?
So this was so it started in 2015.
Okay, so third year.
It's like we're embarking on our third year, I guess.
Yes.
And I know that they've done they did one book fair, book drive at Barnes and Noble in the past, and they were fortunate. We were fortunate to collect a lot of books then. And so, we're excited to kind of rally support for it again this year. Yeah. And I think, and there will be ways that people can still donate. We're going to be putting up, in the new year, we're going to be putting up little kind of, I don't want to say bins, but like little drop bins where people can donate books or return the books that they've collected from the Books on Buses crates.
My head's, my gears are turning here. I'm thinking there are tens of thousands of households in our community with children. These kids are getting older. They're a year older than they were last year. They're growing out of a lot of books, and they're probably in pretty decent shape. We might, out of those tens of thousands of households, there might be a dozen books in each one that it's time to get rid of. I mean, we could have 100,000 or more books.
Totally.
If people were to just go and just look through that little bookshelf and just get rid of those books that are too old, that your kids are too old for.
Exactly.
Yeah, because that's perfect for some other kid who's just growing into that book, and they really, what a great way to give something that you're not going to use anymore, but still is so valuable to another.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we could get 100,000 books. Y'all, come on.
Yeah.
Just go in that bookshelf and take a look at your kids, and you can pull the books that they're too old for, and also pull out the books that they're never going to read because because they just didn't.
Yeah.
Somebody put it in someone's hands.
They're like, I don't like unicorns. I don't want to read about unicorns.
I'm done with unicorns. Where are the dragons?
I'm a year older now. I don't need to read about unicorns. Yes. It's all about dinosaurs.
Yes. Unicorns in love. No.
Awesome.
There's a ton of books at home, folks. So that's another way to boost it. One thing you mentioned earlier is that the first original book drive lasted because they got so many books in. Well, this could be really, really it could be a bumper crop this year. We could really do it big. I mean, there's buses, 15 buses out there with crates on them, but just find one of those Metro buses. They're the easiest to identify. There should be a crate on every one. Yep. Find one of those, and you just stand at the bus stop, but you don't even put money in them anymore. So you just stand there. I got books.
Yeah.
Drop them off.
Yeah, you could definitely do that. Yeah. I would encourage people. Yeah, or they can drop them off at any of our transit centers.
Yes.
The downtown transit center, the Hammer Triangle station.
All right.
Those are a couple of locations. I'm gonna make sure that actually that we have the book drops at the Hammer Triangle station, because I know for sure if anyone came to the downtown transit center, we would be happy to receive those books. But if possible, I want to kind of share a little bit about what we have planned for the event.
Yes.
Just because like some of these things are kind of cool. The story
You're
time.
talking about the 10 to 2 activity time.
Yeah,
family-friendly activity. Okay, what's going to be going on from 10 to 2 at Barnes & Noble this Saturday?
So starting at 11 a.m., we're going to be having story time. We have 4 story times planned with some awesome story time readers, including the president of the Library and Literacy Foundation for San Joaquin County, Basil Carabala. I don't know if you know him yet, Don.
All right, yes.
He's awesome. So he'll be reading The Grinch Who Stole Christmas.
Okay.
And dresses up. Basil, if you're listening, I hope you dress up for that. I love The Grinch. It's one of my favorites. And then at 11:30, this is pretty special. An author and retired educator, Ruth Radmore, she wrote a book called Reading is Fun, Imagine That. And she'll be reading her book at 11:30. And then at 12, RTD's favorite book will be read by by a special RTD staff member. The Last Stop on Market Street. I don't know if you've ever heard of that book, but it's all about a young boy who's on the bus on Market Street, and it's a really great book. It's RTD's favorite.
Of course.
And then our last story time will be read. Items that were donated, and I believe they also collected coats as well. So just some of the facts about the results of that. They collected over
Stuff the Bus.
Yeah, they collected over 12,000 pounds of food.
Wow.
And 342 turkeys. And it was the 19th annual Stuff the Bus. So,
wow.
Yeah, it's since it started, the program started in 1999, the Stuff the Bus program.
Right.
And so far, they've now collected over 329,000 pounds of food in that time. So, yeah, it's been almost 20 years, and they've done a lot of really good with that. A lot of really good things with that program. But this year, they also people donated 108 coats. So, thank you.
That's right.
Thank you to everyone who participated. We had some really awesome partners in that project, including community medical centers, the San Joaquin Bicycle Coalition. And I believe there were some other transit agencies that participated throughout the county, like E-Trans, and they benefited their specific individual communities, like in Escalon and
that's right,
throughout the county.
Yeah. So it looks like you needed the bus because that is just too much stuff to put in the car.
Yeah,
or even a van. And so we made a graphic to share on Facebook that said turkeys needed, because we heard that the food bank was a little short on turkeys, but it looks like everybody pulled through, and they had a great distribution on Monday, last Monday, some over 2,000 boxes or packages. I guess I don't know. It's 2,000 families have been serviced last Monday, so that was awesome.
Yeah, that is.
So good job, everybody out there. Thanks for stuffing the bus.
Good work, everyone.
And we could stuff the bus with books this Saturday, December 2nd at Barnes and Nobles. Now they're open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. There's a book fair ID code 12274591. 12274591. That's the code that you'd use at Barnes and Noble to make sure your book got to the Library and Literacy Foundation for San Joaquin County. But you could also donate books on any of the 15 buses that have book crates. And you mentioned that all the Metro Express buses will have those crates. And then also at the DTC, the downtown transit station.
Mm-hmm.
Am I saying, is it DTC?
Downtown Transit Center.
DTC. Yeah,
Downtown Transit Center.
That's right. That's why it's a C. Okay. And, of course, at the Hammer Triangle up there, Hammer, Lower Sac, and I guess that's the Thornton, Lower Sac, Hammer Triangle.
Yeah, exactly.
And then, of course, you can donate after the 2nd online with the same book fair ID code. But, yeah, I say, hey, go to those home libraries. You got a bunch of books that the kids aren't reading anymore. Bring those books in. Let's get these books on buses for this holiday season. Now, for more information about books on buses, where should they go? There's a Facebook page?
There is. So actually, RTD has a Facebook page. If you just search San Joaquin Regional Transit District on Facebook, it should pop up. But we also have a special page on our website. It's currently being updated, but it's sjrtd.com/books-on-buses.
Okay.
And so people can find more information about the program. We've got a little bit of info about it on the website. I just want to make sure that I have that I gave you the right code for the book fair ID. So it's 1227-9451. Did I say that? Or did I say 4951?
Wait,
that's
say
a big
again?
deal.
Wait.
1227-9451.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I think that your Facebook post has it differently.
Does it? I'll double check that.
All right, let me just repeat that. It's 1227-9451.
That's right.
Okay, so if you heard me say it differently, on a Facebook post, it has the correct number, copy and paste.
Yeah, exactly.
1227.
I'll go double check it right now.
9451. It could be me. It could be all me. If it is, I apologize in advance. I'm not cross-eyed. I think I'm cross-minded right now. But it's an 8-digit number. You know, there's a slight degree of error there.
Yeah, so it's a long number,
but that's good. That must mean they're doing this kind of stuff for lots of groups.
I think that they are. I saw there's another one. I know Councilman Andrade and his wife are also raising funds for the children's home, and they're doing that through Barnes and Nobles, and that one's a little bit later in the month. So there's no shortage of people who need access to books in our community, and it's another good cause. So if you miss out on this one, no worries. And we hope that people will come out on Saturday to enjoy the event that we were put on, and like kind of, come together around this program and now
and
the holidays.
Educators and administrators come at 9 a.m. for the breakfast.
For breakfast.
To celebratory breakfast. Appreciate you for all you do. Jasmine, I'm sorry, but it's on your post, the number.
Is it?
So, get up in there, edit the post.
I need to go change it.
It's the one from yesterday at 7:45. So, just do the update, edit.
I'm going to edit it right now.
And I'll change my post.
Thank you for catching that.
Well, you caught it.
It's on my post. Oh, man.
And I said it a bunch of times.
That's what I get for trying to do things. I try to multitask too much. Well, the one on the RTD page is the one that's correct.
1227-9451.
Yep, exactly.
All right. So
thank you for catching that.
Well, you caught it. I just said it so many times. You said, wait a minute, that ain't right.
I was like,
that's
wait a
not
minute. Right. Well, we got it covered now. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to my Facebook page.
She's going to fix that right away. Listen, folks, for real, I think your best resource is already at the house. You already got these books. They're gently used. Some of them are not. Those are not the ones we're talking about. But the ones that still are in decent shape, man, somebody else really would love this book. And it would do so much for all of us. Remember that. When we help the young people, when we help the children of our community, we don't just help them in their future. We help all of our future. It makes it better for everyone. When Council Member Fugazi was here, she was talking about the value of a library, the dollar value of a library. She said that statistically, for every dollar you spend on a library, it returns $8 to the community. It makes you wonder, like, how does that happen? Well, think of all the different things that are provided, all the services provided at the library. It raises the quality of living for so many people. It gives them access to information. Well, the library is just a place that collects books and information. And, we all should have library at home.
Yeah.
Place for us, a repository for, our own books. And so you could do that for these young people and young adults and adults. Bring all those good books. Let's stuff the bus with books. Books on bus.
Yeah, exactly. I think I'm going to see about, hopefully we have so many donations that the crate overflows, but I know we're going to have the bus there as well. So if we have to, we'll be able to transfer them onto the bus as well. So it'll be a really fun event. I'm excited about it. And it's that time of year where people want to give. And like you said, I agree with you. If you are a family that has kids that are growing up and kind of outgrowing some of those books, please bring them to us, because you don't have to make a purchase to participate, and we would just love to see your face there.
Yes. Let's do this every year.
Yeah.
What a great event.
Yeah.
Well, Jasmine, you're always promoting something so worthwhile. Everything that I've seen you involved with is an upgrade for someone or some many ones in our community. And I just want to thank you for what you do. It's tough. People who are always involved with things, we just sometimes wonder, man, where do they get their gas from? Where do they get their energy and their fuel? How do they stay motivated? And I've discovered that encouragement is also a great motivator for those folks, and people like yourself. And I just want to encourage you and let you know that people are noticing your efforts. You're doing great things for our community, and we're real proud of you. And thank you for what you do for our community.
Thank you. It's been a lot of fun. Honestly, I don't like you said, I think some people definitely rely on that encouragement, and it is needed. I mean, I think a lot of people work very hard in our community. Sometimes very thanklessly. Yeah. And unfortunately, I don't think I'm one of those people. People are always very kind to me, like yourself and a lot of others. But for me, I just really I really love connecting with people. I love people, sharing their stories with me and really kind of getting an understanding of why other people are working on projects is what really drives me. I think, we all really care about this place, and until we start to kind of build trust and bridge those connections with people, I don't know. That's what keeps me going more than anything.
Well, if you look back on some of my Facebook posts, there's a phrase I like to say, and that's that love is the answer. And really, that is, it sounds corny, but it's not corny. It's like scientifically mathematical. All the issues that we have, the issues that we are enduring, and those that we overcome. Love is a way to describe what it is that makes us succeed. It makes us overcome. That makes us to continue to grow, develop, and to make improvements. And so, big love to you, Jasmine Leek, and thanks for the love that you share with the community, and also the people who she was talking about. Thanks out there, all you folks who make our community better. It is not any one of us. It is this group effort, and we thank you for supporting the Voice of Stockton. You have our support, and let's continue to keep making our community better, and let's make Stockton better together.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
I love it.
I want to thank you for coming in, Jasmine.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes, of course, and you're welcome every time. I want you guys out there to make sure you tune in. Sundays, we have this great show called Word of Mouth. Word of Mouth, we're a word of mouth town.
We are.
Sometimes you find out about what's going on, as it's happening. Hey, where are you at? You're not at the thing that's going on, word of mouth.
Exactly.
So, check out the shows. Great content, and you get to see Miss Jasmine Leek here doing her radio thing.
Yeah. Yeah. My next show's on this Sunday, actually, I'm really excited about it.
7, right?
At 7 o'clock, and I'll be talking with Amy and Ann from Good Stock.
Good stuff. All right.
Good stuff.
Yes. So thanks again, Jasmine. Thanks for telling us about books on buses. Get out there this weekend, you guys. Bring your books. Find those buses. Let's do it big for folks this year. Yes, show that flyer. Yeah, we have some of those here at the station if you want to come by and grab some. But get on this internet thing. It's got everything you could ever hope to know about it.
Sure does.
All right.
And it's accurate.
It is accurate. I'm going to give that code one more time. It's 1227-9451. That's the book fair code that you'll be using at Barnes & Nobles this weekend for books on buses. Bring a book. Bring a family. 10 to 2. Lots of family fun. And, of course, teachers, educators, administrators, please come out at 9 o'clock and enjoy the breakfast brought to you by RTD, Library Literacy Foundation in Barnes & Noble.
All right.
Is that it?
That's it. Thanks.
Thank you, Jasmine. Thanks for tuning in to Stockton SJC. We are doing community everything right here on the Voice of Stockton. KXVS. Check out for us. We got some big announcements for the new year. And, yeah. A lot of fun. So thanks for tuning in. Keep supporting this community. Support Voice of Stockton. Become a member. Make a donation. You're the one who makes it happen right here at our station. 100% community funded. KXVS, the Voice of Stockton. Thank you, Jasmine Leek.
Thank you.
Have a great holiday.
You too.
Books on buses, y'all.